Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, Jethro, what?
When that boy gets to going, he's a one-man stampede.
I hope nobody gets in his way.
Ellie Mae! Ellie Mae! Granny, Jethro come through here?
Granny, did Jed and Jethro come? What in the world? Have you been at your rheumatism, Mitzi?
That's what I was figuring of. Jethro got to going so fast he run clean into the cement pump. Something wrong with Granny?
Well, I hate to tell you this, Jed, but she's stiff as a board.
At this time in the morning? Why, I never knowed Granny to take more than a thimbleful in all. My doggy, she is stiff, isn't she? Granny, I'm ashamed of you.
WFIN News 2 is breaking news programming and bringing you some breaking news now. Breaking now into programming on WFIN News 2 as we are watching some storms that may pop up into the upstate this afternoon. We'll have that story right here onto right now. You can see outside of our sky cams across the upstate looking pretty good. Or excuse me, outside of our radar looking somewhat good. You can see there is some scattered showers possible pop up into the upstate by 5, 6 o'clock, 7. The storms are potentially still moving into our upstate. We're going to take you outside to a sky cam showing us what we're looking at outside with our time saver traffic. So just to let you know about those rain and storms potentially that can move through the upstate this afternoon. Just going to give you a heads up on that so you can stay ahead of that. We got some slowdown traffic across the upstate near GSP this afternoon. We'll come back with that after we continue our show times for this afternoon. We're going to go back into programming right now. When we come back, we'll have the latest on that.
won't. Jethro, you stay out in the sun till you're dry. What's wrong with Granny?
Nothing. Go outside and chase Jethro till he gets dry.
Like catch him, can I wrestle him?
No, Ellie, just run him.
What happened? What hit me?
Going liquor, I reckon.
Whoever throwed it at me left it in the jug. Granny, can you walk? Of course I can walk.
Well, let's walk over to the table here and sit down while Pearl reads us his letter.
Quit pulling the table away from me.
Granny, you and Miss Drysdale been hitting the juice a little?
Of course not. I never take more than a thimbleful, and you know it. Granny, Jed, I can't read all the writing because the ink is run. But this letter's from Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, and they's a-flying out here.
Well, doggy, you hear that, Granny? Old Lester and Earl's coming out here to see us.
You mean they're coming to see Pearl? Them two always was crazy in love with her. Oh, Granny, that was a long time ago, before they moved to Nashville and become famous.
A man never forgets his first love.
WFIN News 2's breaking news program brings you some breaking news now.
Breaking into programming again one more time to let you know, we do have a traffic alert outside this afternoon. We got a slowdown on Brockman-McClyman Road. Around Brockman-McClynum in Spartanburg County, just to give you that heads up on traffic for you. Moving a little bit slow across the Time Saver Traffic Network. Again, that's near Brockman-McClyman. Again, on Bridges Road, we are watching something else happening on Bridges Road. We're going to show you that right now. Like I said, that one is also something to watch this afternoon. Not really sure what's going on there. You can see from both looks across the upstate, this is a look at I-385 South near Bridges Road in Malden. So near Malden on Bridges Road off of I-385, you can see a police vehicle on the side of the road. Looks like an unmarked vehicle. Watching that one this afternoon. The crash near Brockman-McClynum, near Brockman-McClymon Road. That is, of course, stop and go traffic there. I-85 South between exit 58, Brockman-McClymon, and Greer, in 80 exit 54, Pelham Road in Greenville. So those two areas, watch out. Average speed is about 22 and distance of 5 miles this afternoon, causing a lot of slowdowns across the upstate there. We also got a lot of major slowdowns on I-85, like I said, near Woodruff Road. That is a slowdown area this afternoon near Woodruff Road. That we're not really sure what's going on there. Take you to a new look on that with I-85 North. Outside, that is quite slow down this afternoon, causing a lot of slowdowns. We continue to watch outside that camera. We also are watching, getting closer to downtown, getting congestion between exit 42 on Interstate 185 and 3, and exit 35 between the South Carolina 86, Piedmont. That appears to be the toll road. No, it's not toll road. It's right there near the toll road, though. That camera is pointing high in the sky this afternoon. You can see that. We cannot change that, fortunately. Now, this camera is not really doing us justice across the upstate, but this is where we're watching that on the Time Saver Traffic Board this afternoon. But hey, remember, stay up to date with that traffic here with us on 2. Download the mobile app so you can stay safe with us on WFIN News 2. That and more this afternoon on the Tri-Split. Remember that Tri-Split, that and more, with so much more coming up about our news across the upstate with this your latest check of time saver traffic.
This is your latest check of Time Saver traffic. This report is brought to you by SC Department of Transportation.
Been in an accident? Dial 864-774-2164.
Love of both Flat and Scruggs.
Stop it. I was just a girl, and they was just boys. Big boys, the grant you.
I never seen two big boys crazier in love with one little woman.
They was all scrapping over you.
Or singing to you.
Sometimes they do both. Sing a chorus and then scrap a chorus.
You had their heart melting like hog grease on a hot griddle.
Now stop it. You got me a blushing. I don't want to hear no more about it.
All right, Pearl.
Remember the way they used to serenade me?
Yeah, Lester with his guitar and Earl with his banjo.
Both of them singing love songs till their throats was raw. Pearl, how come you never said yes to one of them fine boys?
I just couldn't decide betwixt them. They both asked me to elope, but I couldn't decide whether to fly with Flat or skip with Scruggs.
You better decide now. I'll bet that's why they're flying out here, to get your answer.
After all these years? Oh, Granny, don't be ridiculous.
Man never forgets his first love, Pearl.
Pearl, 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 don't give your love to Earl. I've got a horse and mule, 40 acres near a school, and we'll be happy as two both.
Pearl, 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 come be my loving girl. Don't you marry Lester Flat, he slicks his hair with possum fat. Change her name to Mrs. Earl Scruggs.
Pearl, 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 you'll get no love from Earl. This your man is such a sap. He won't hold you on his lap and let you on an old 5-string banjo.
Pearl, 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 he's nutty as a squirrel. If you'll be Mrs. Scruggs, we will live on kisses and hugs, happy as to...
Pearl, I think we better stop this song, 'cause yonder comes their wives.
Yeah, they're jealous of Pearl as it is.
Well, they got a reason to be, 'cause I ain't never seen a girl as pretty as Pearl.
Yeah, we had to settle for second best.
Why'd you stop singing, Earl? Yes, what was that song you boys were doing just now?
Just an old tune we used to sing.
Before we met you.
Oh, you're going to use it in your Los Angeles engagement?
Oh, no, I don't think we'd better. Say, Earl, it sure will be nice to see old Jed Clampett again, won't it?
It sure will, Lester.
You know who they can't wait to see again, don't you? Of course, the fabulous Pearl. We'll finally get a look at this raving beauty.
You're dying to meet her, aren't you?
Can you make out any more of the letter, Pearl?
There's another word coming through.
E-N-G-A-G.
Engagement.
Granny was right. He's coming for your answer. You got to get engaged to one of them.
Oh, I don't believe it. After all these years.
Pearl, you want to take my advice? You marry that little Earl Scruggs.
Don't you do it, Pearl. Take Lester Flat.
I ain't figuring on marrying nobody. Now, let's not have no more of this kind of talk.
Well, Ma, I'm winded, but I'm dry.
Jethro Scruggs. What? Bodine. Oh, go change your clothes.
Quick as you can. Come on in the house and... Sure are. Earl Scruggs and Lester Flat's coming to town.
I hear to them. They make records and everything.
Them two learned how to sing and play serenading your Aunt Pearl.
Really? Well, tell me about it, Pa.
Well, your Aunt Pearl was just about your age then. And she favored you a lot, too. Real pretty. Had corn silky hair just like yours. And a beautiful figure. Well, sir, She pretty near drove Lester and Earl out of their banjo-picking minds. Poor man of them boys, they finally left the hills and moved to Nashville.
Well, how come Aunt Pearl didn't marry up with one of them?
Couldn't make up her mind, I reckon, but she's gonna have to tonight. Them boys are coming out here insisting on an engagement.
That's how come we's having a wing-ding, huh?
Yeah. Back home, we'd had a barn dance. Trouble is, these Beverly Hills places ain't got no barns.
Well, couldn't we borrow somebody's barn, Pa?
Well, scarce as they are, and us being strangers, it'd be too much to ask. We'll make do, though. I sent Jethro out with a truck to find some hay and some corn shucks and one thing and another and put them in the drawing room.
Reckon he can make it look like a barn?
I told him to do the best he could.
Uncle Jed told me to fix the drawing room up like a barn. I'll see how you like it. You ain't seen nothing yet, Ma. Come on in.
I'm surprised you didn't bring in a mule.
That rascal get out again?
Jethro, you're making me old before my time. How could you bring this livestock into a mansion like this?
It wasn't easy, Ma, but I figured it out. I took the truck up to the front of the mansion.
WFIN News 2's breaking news program brings you some breaking news now.
Breaking into programming again to start our show right now at WFIN News 2 about 5 o'clock. Let's go ahead and roll you outside to what's going on. We got slow traffic across the upstate, and now we take you to our weather this afternoon. A little bit of stormy weather potentially this afternoon, and that's why we are taking you outside to our weather team. So let's go ahead and take you outside. What we're looking at. Alrighty, so, well, okay. Across the upstate, feeling nice and dry somewhat. We do have that rain and stuff on the way for some of us across the upstate. Let's go ahead and map it out for you in just a second. Alrighty, so sorry there. Let's go ahead and take you outside to what we're looking at with our Skycam network. Like I said, Skycam network is showing slow traffic, so let me guarantee it. It's probably slow traffic out there this afternoon. And by golly, if I wasn't right, there is a lot of slow traffic you can see on that camera there. I believe that is I-85. Let me check on that for us to make sure that I'm right, because I'm pretty sure it is I-85. But it's just slow moving across the upstate no matter where we go. Taking a drive across the upstate now feels like a hassle sometimes, right? For sure. So you can see there's drivers making their way into Spartanburg County there on your screen. We're gonna be right back. We're having some technical difficulties. We'll be right back. Alrighty, sorry there, we're going to retry that. Okay, looking a little bit better out there. Now we are having some camera difficulties. And let's go ahead and show you what we're looking at across the upstate. Taking a drive down I-85. Sounds like a joke at this hour. You can see lots of traffic, lots of heavy traffic moving into the upstate. That interesting to see how slow we are getting with our traffic at this hour. Right, when we come back from a break, we'll have the full complete latest on your weather, that, and more coming up when we come back from break. Already interrupted our break there. Let's show you what we're looking at. Like I said, lanes of I-85 slow this afternoon. A little slower than we all intended, right? For this type of the afternoon. But let me tell you, hopefully, oh, never mind, I am, okay, sorry. We're having trouble with our technology, it wasn't wanting to work. Like I said, taking a drive down I-85 this afternoon, I-85 south, mile marker 43, taking a nice hit across the upstate, right? Which you can see that slow traffic is moving down towards Greenville, but drivers going to Spartanburg, there on I-85, looking not bad. Hey, could we be worse? Yeah, but I would say at this time of the hour, sorry, we're having some green screen issues. Okay, we're gonna try that. Always wants to cause an issue. Okay, so like I said, drivers in that angle looking pretty good. Moving that out of the way. Still continued across I-385 south, I believe, and all 4 lanes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes slow. It's 5 lanes slow traffic this afternoon. That's yikes. You can see those drivers are trying to come in to get from point A to point B, but I will say, could we be worse across the upstate? Yeah, we could be worse, but as of this hour right now on News Center 2, not looking bad. Just a lot of congestion pretty much anywhere you go across the upstate. I-85 north, mile marker 40 on the would be on your screen, but that camera is down this afternoon. Fortunately, we do know there was a crash on I-85 south. I believe that has been resolved, but near the Piedmont area. But like I said, just taking a trip across the upstate is a little bit slower now. I also continuing to watch every area, even 385 this afternoon. Bridges Road, looks like there has been a crash. Need medical scene or medical personnel. On your screen right here, showing up. You got ambulance, fire truck, another fire truck there. Looks like a crash. We saw like a police unit, police vehicle earlier. Now the scene has turned more into less of a police presence and more medical presence. But there, you can see drivers continue to take it slow right about there on I-385 south. Continuing to watch that. It's going to be a little bit slower this afternoon. But hey, make sure you're watching that. It's gonna cause you a lot of slowdowns. It does look like there is an officer. I'm not sure if this is like a major issue, but it appears there could be an officer on the side of the road pulled over with maybe the door open. I'm not so sure what's going on there. But just remember that we are watching that this afternoon. So, sorry everyone, we are having, like I said, lots of green screen issues today. I'm going to have to pop. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Like I said, we've just been having the most difficult issues all day today. Okay, so this look, like I said, ID5 looking pretty slow out there. We will continue to keep you up to date with this. Now, just zoomed in. You can see ambulance, fire truck. But if you are on I-385 South, mile marker 33, you want to get over. That's going to be that stop and go traffic on all 3 lanes. Yeah, it will probably be like that for just a little bit until they can get that resolved. So I need you to stay over, get out of the way, so that the emergency personnel can get to what they're trying to get to right here. So these 3 lanes right here, get over to the left so that you can give them space. But we're watching that across I-85. That's your latest check at Time Saver Traffic for us this afternoon. Of course, we'll probably have a better look across the upstate. If we see any more, of course, we're going to cut into weather in just a few minutes when we come back from break. But until we come back from break, just a reminder that if you are right over, I will say right about here where this ramp goes on to I-385, drivers, take it slow as you can, creep, and make sure you have your blinker on. I would suggest if you are coming off of this interstate or this ramp, sorry, I'm going to get us ahead of that. Try to get us. Sorry, I'm going to have to get them to roll off. There we go. Alrighty, so coming off onto this ramp, I suggest you get right here where this kind of triangle is. Okay, we do have another police officer that is pulling up because they're going to not let you out. So either your friends are going to be real southern-like and let you in, or either you're going to have to get into this little triangle box right here. That is going to be your safe spot that you can merge in. Looks like that officer is getting out of his car right there and assisting the scene. Like we said, we don't know what's going on, but that is going to be the slowdown of the day right now on I-385 South. That's mile marker 33. So, like I said, looks like the firefighter and police officer over here to the side. But just continue to watch out for our fellow friends out there this afternoon because they're trying to get places. Watch out for emergency personnel. Because, like I said, they need to be getting to where they need to be, assisting the ones who need help. So get over if you can. That would be absolutely amazing if you can get over. We're going to watch this scene for a while until it clears up. But let's go ahead and make sure that you're getting home safe with our Time Saver Traffic, because this report is brought to you by South Carolina Department of Transportation. We'll be right back.
This is your latest check of Time Saver Traffic. This report is brought to you by SC Department of Transportation.
Been in an accident? Dial 8647742164.
Yeah, continue our breaking news coverage after this scene on I-385 South, that is near mile marker 33. News 2 Traffic is keeping us up to date with that as we learn more about the scene. I believe that it is a crash. Of course, we really can't tell being that we're not on scene, but it does appear to be a crash out there. So if you are in that scene area, make sure you're getting over so the officers and emergency personnel can get to the scene of what they need to deal with. And if you're coming off on the ramp way over here, make sure that you are kind of getting off onto the side so that you can give them plenty of room. You can see that police officer is leaving the scene. One of them is. So that is good to know that the situation may be clearing up. We're going to have to be watching this scene for us. Not really sure if the situation is clearing up or what is going on. But remember, we're watching that outside this afternoon on our Time Saver Traffic Moment. So that is, oh, and they just changed the scene of what we were watching of that. Yeah, okay, now they brought it back. Perfect. So help you assist you. Make sure you're slowing down. It's going to cause a lot of slowdowns on I-385 this afternoon. The southbound lane, especially going towards Fountain and Simpsonville, it just is. It's going to cause some issues. But remember, you have to be the better person to get out of the way, because that's how accidents can happen. If you're not paying attention and you are just driving willy-nilly across the road, so watch out for that this afternoon. It will definitely help you. So watch out for that this afternoon, like we said, across the upstate. Probably will help you to stay more alert, stay more aware. But of course, we're going to keep you up to date with that scene. Looks like it may be a crash, and they are helping the victims. Like I said, I'm not really sure, but we will be watching. I don't know if that was... I really don't know. So if you are on I-385 South, please move over as fast as possible, because it will benefit you. If you move over, let the ambulance get to where it needs to be on this afternoon. Please slide out of their way so they can get to the scene. So, we're going to have our Time Saver Traffic Moment of what we're looking at this afternoon. According to Time Saver Traffic, South Carolina Department of Transportation out there. So I believe, it's just I-385 mile marker 33 is the only thing that I am seeing right now. But of course, we're watching that, and it's on your screen for our Time Saver Traffic Moment out there. Of course, we're going to continue to keep you up to date with that as we learn what's going on. I don't know if they're going to have a news presence or if it's even bad enough for that. So yeah, watching that for us this afternoon. This beautiful afternoon with our Time Saver Traffic Moment on News Center 2. Alrighty, so we're going to have our music, our slow fade music that you guys enjoy. Kind of help watch out for traffic this afternoon. That's all we know.
From the WFIN Traffic Center, been in an accident? Call 774-2164.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take you back to our music. I'm not really sure what happened with that. For some odd reason, should not want to work. So fire crews are on scene with that. Time saver traffic, you can see that on your top hand side of the screen. The live look, that is our current slowdowns. Of course, we will probably have more as the afternoon goes on. So just watch right now outside at I-385 South. That is at mile marker 33. It's the only place I'm watching this afternoon. Also watching I-85. Let's see. Alright, it looks like we... Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty, on your screen is the two areas that we are watching right now, with according to time saver traffic. Yeah, according to time saver traffic, that's the current slowdowns across the upstate. We're going to keep on watching that with the drive across the upstate this afternoon, so continue to stay with us on News Center 2. Alright, so continue to stay up to date with our time saver traffic. Mainly looking like just slowdowns on I-385 South. So mainly just slowdowns across the upstate is I-385 South, mile marker 33, and I-385 or I-85 North, mile marker 45.5. But that is your latest check at our time saver traffic. Alright, let's take you outside to a live Super Opera weather look outside. How are we looking like? Let's go ahead and show you. Alrighty, so taking a look right now at outside. How are we looking? Do we have an impact day today? That is like the top biggest questions. Do we have an impact day today? How are we looking? Hey, will we see any storms? What are we looking at? Like all of that, all those questions now on us, showing you kind of what we're looking at. So this is look right now. Oh my goodness gracious! I think we're having a malfunction of our system. It's showing that's not right. Okay, well we just alrighty. So our system has just went down for our cameras. Try to get it back, but yeah, no cameras as of right now, so no green screen. I need to check on that for us. Not really sure what happened. Oh. Okay, well we have 0 cameras this afternoon. We just dropped the camera because it died on us. Perfect. But hey, I guess we don't really need cameras to get us across the upstate to this afternoon. So continuing our look right now, I'm going to stay hot across the rest of the afternoon. By 8 o'clock, we're touching 88 in Greenville. That is too hot for this time of year. Then tonight by 9, 10, 11 o'clock, the rain starts to back out, but we still see low or mid to upper 70s across the upstate. Then tomorrow morning, waking up early, 79 degrees. 88 by 10, 11, and 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Those showers could arrive. We're not saying yes, but it's looking kind of prominent for some showers by 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Going to bed, drying off with mid to upper 70s. Saturday morning, waking up to 70s, upper 70s, low 80s, low to mid 80s, then jumping up to 93 by 2 o'clock on Saturday with that impact day for Saturday. But hey, the weather is shaping up to look pretty nice across the upstate then. So hey, you can't complain there. I think we're going to be great for Saturday, other than some rain. So I'm going to say most of our rain days is potentially tomorrow through Sunday is when I'm calling a significant rain day, if we're going to have any rain days. But I will say, I'm just going to go ahead and say, if we have a rain day, I'm expecting that's when it's going to be, is tomorrow or Sunday or one of those days. But let's continue our outdoor coverage at this crash. I'm not sure if it's like a family member helping out with the, but somebody has pulled over to help, I guess, address the situation. I really have no clue. Sorry. I really have zero earthly clue what they may be doing, but hey, with all matters forth, just firefighters are directing people to move over. It looks like the fire truck may be leaving the scene. Thank you to my friends at DOT for changing that camera look, getting us zoomed in a little bit. Looks like Highway Patrol may be walking to his car. No, walking to move the other person's car. Not really sure, but the fire truck looked like it may be leaving the scene. So, the highlight on your screen for this afternoon is time saver traffic. Of course, slow down on I-385 south, mile marker 33. You can see drivers are being cautioned to move over. Like I said, we're not really sure what's going on. We just believe it is probably a crash. But time saver traffic is showing that, and looks like the fire trucks are leaving the scene. Maybe the police officers, but oh gosh, this is gonna be a nice load. Okay, alrighty. So if you are watching and you are or know someone on I-385 south, right near where that ramp comes off, please warn them to get over. For goodness gracious sake, we need people to get over so that if you get over, you can help the fire truck get out of there. You can help the people who need to get off that ramp, get off the ramp. So definitely watching out. So yes, it looks like it was a crash, potentially. Not really sure, but hey, that's your little zip trip across the upstate this afternoon. So we're gonna go ahead and take off. Get time saver traffic to take off I-385. Bam. Alrighty, perfect. So now you can see that is off of the screen, so you can perfectly see what's going on there. But that's a zip trip look across the upstate, looking pretty good. So I will say we're going to take you outside. Well, we just took you outside. We're going to take you to another look right there where we're looking at where we said I-85 north, mile marker 45. Just kind of give us a little zip trip. So I-85 mile marker, or yeah, I-85 mile marker 45.5. Okay, looks like. Alrighty, this is another look, not at mile marker 45, but just really close to it. Really close to it. We're watching. This looks like maybe a crash on the side of the road. Not really sure. Like I said, that is the latest from Time Saver Traffic. this afternoon. But hey, zip trip across the upstate, like I said. Not looking bad. Could we be better? Yeah. But not looking too bad. So that is definitely nice to be able to know that, hey, we could be better, but we're not terrible across the upstate right now. So that is good. So yeah, just walking that outside. Like we said, continuing our I-85 slowdown coverage on your screen. So slow down on I-85 north, and again the one on 385 was cleared up, so that one is good to know that we are clearing up across the upstate for your drive home. Could we be better? Yeah, we could be better, but we're not terrible. So just continue to watch us, or continue to stay with us as we continue this breaking news coverage at our slowdowns. So if you're joining us here on WFIN News 2, and you're wondering what are these graphics we're using, so we actually own some graphics that we have made, but some of them we actually use from other companies, which we do actually like theirs a lot. We like ours better, but also we do use theirs sometimes if we're doing like traffic alerts or in the middle of like a show on programming. We will use their graphics, and that actually looks somewhat good. So just to let you know that some of the graphics are ours and some of them are other companies that we use. Just kind of help us stay more organized across the upstate. So continuing that slowdown watcher on News Center 2 across the upstate this afternoon. Just continuing that as we take a zip trip across the upstate. That's how we get to be on this afternoon. On these afternoon slowdowns, you can see that look is still on your screen. There you go, putting it back on your screen. Breaking news slowdown at I-85 north. So we will be continuing to give you a little zip trip across the upstate as we go this afternoon. But remember that slowdown this afternoon. Continue to look at oh no. Continuing to look at 385 South. You can see that officer still is on scene there. Like we said, not really sure what's been going on. I'm assuming it was a crash of some sorts, but like I said, we really have no clue. But hoping that it stays not too bad. Across the upstate, but that's our little zip trip across the upstate. Zip trip across the upstate, so she's continuing to show us what we're looking at as we go back into programming on this afternoon.
You get this livestock out of here and you be quick about it.
But why?
Because I say why. Now get it out, take it back where you got it, and I mean right now.
Well, I'll do my best, Ma, but first I gotta round up that mule and them other pigs.
I should have married Lester Earl. Maybe this wouldn't have happened to me.
This is the special operator. The number you have dialed does not exist.
You sound like the same lady I was talking to before.
Yes, I'm afraid I am.
Well, then you put me through to the same butcher shop I was talking to before. I told that fella to send me a side of pork and some pig's feet for tonight's windig. And it better get here, too, before I... Never mind, honey, it's here. And I gotta say for him, it's fresh.
Oh, there you are, you little rascal. You're going home.
Where you going with that?
I told me to take him back where he come from.
You
Now, Jeff, don't you go away. I want you to see the rest of my dresses.
Ah, Pearl, I ain't no judge of women's clothes.
I need a man's opinion. Listen, Jeff. Mrs. Lester Flatt. Mrs. Earl Scruggs. Pearl Flatt. Pearl Scruggs. They all sound good, don't they?
Wait for us, driver. Louise, I think we're making a mistake. Lester and Earl will be furious when they find out about this.
Let them be furious. I want to get a look at Pearl before that party tonight. I want to know how I'm going to stack up.
But we've just spent 3 hours at the beauty parlor. You look gorgeous.
So do you. But maybe Pearl looks super gorgeous.
Louise, be sensible. Our husbands knew this woman years and years ago. Do you realize how old she must be by now?
I hear they start very young back in those hills. Now, we've come this far, and I'm not leaving until I've seen Pearl.
But this is going to be very embarrassing. She's going to think we're a couple of snoopy, worried wives.
Aren't we?
Yes, but...
Look, Gladys, if it'll make you feel any better, we won't tell her who we are. We'll say we're a couple of those house-to-house cosmetic saleswomen.
But she'll find out who we are at the party.
They will all have a good laugh over it. Now, come on.
Oh, howdy there, ladies. Come in, come in.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
We're selling cosmetics.
You're selling what?
Cosmetics. You know, beauty cream, face powder, perfume.
Oh, thank you, ladies, but I never use it.
We sell it to the lady of the house. And we understand a lady named Pearl lives here?
Well, yeah, she sure does.
Jeff,
Yeah?
I need your help out in the... Oh, I didn't know you had company.
Are you Pearl?
Please be Pearl.
Well, I ain't. Who are you?
These ladies sells beauty cream, Granny.
Oh, you can see I don't need none. Oh, Jed, I need you.
Well, Pearl will be down directly. She comes down them stairs every 5 minutes wearing a different beautiful gown. She's trying to pick one for the wingding tonight. Take yourself to home.
Howdy. Do y'all think this dress is fancy enough for a wingding?
Well,
Back to the beauty shop.
Didn't Lester and Earl get here yet?
No, they didn't, and it's coming up for 7.
Well, they better get here quick before Jethro has all the victuals at.
Lester and Earl, it's always wonderful.
Brother, didn't come yet, Pearl.
Well, why'd you call me, Granny?
For you to stop that overgrown young'un of yourn from eating us out of a wingding. He's done gone through my crawdad dip and my pawpaw spread. And right now he's in there tossing down them pickled pig's feet like there was popcorn. Jethro, you come on out here. Now, you better stop him before he gets into the ham hocks and the turnip greens.
Too late.
Them ham hocks sure was good.
Was.
Jethro, did you eat all them ham hocks alone?
No, ma'am. I done like you always told me. I ate the greens, too.
Hi, everybody. I taught Skippy and Honey a little trick to do at the wingding.
Annie Mae, what happened to that pretty dress you was wearing?
Oh, Pa, I can't square dance in that thing. And it ain't good for working with my critters, neither.
Lester and Earl don't get here soon. Our wingding is gonna fall apart.
I tell you, Earl, I just don't understand it. Their wives spent all afternoon in the beauty shop and then went back again tonight.
That's what we get for marrying city women.
Yeah, I reckon we'll just have to leave the party tonight at 9 o'clock and go pick 'em up.
I reckon so.
Hey, I've got an idea. Let's surprise old Jed with that song we wrote about.
Your own.
Come on, Skippy. Come on. Jump. Come on, jump. boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jump, Albert. Jump. Good doggy. Come on. That's the doggy. Yeah.
It's them. They's here.
That's Lester and Earl, all right.
Not yet, Jed. Let me get upstairs first.
Well, what for, Pearl?
So I can make an entrance.
Listen to my story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at some food. Up through the ground come a bubbling crude. Oil, that is. Texas tea.
Well, you're welcome, Earl. Come in. You know Granny and Jethro and his daughter Ellie Mae.
Howdy.
Where'd that song come from you all was singing out there?
Oh, we wrote it, Jed. We heard about your good luck clean down in Nashville.
Well, doggy, where's Pearl?
Upstairs waiting.
Come on down, Pearl. Come on down here. Come on, here's Earl and Lester. Come on, we're waiting for you.
Pearl, 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 come let us see our girl. Are you still her Valentine? Do you still look so divine? Come and let us see our darling Pearl.
Lester, oh, Scott, it's so good to see you both.
Listen, everybody, I hope you'll excuse us for coming without wives.
You're excused.
We have a good reason. Of course you do, and we understand, Earl. Let's all relax now and have some good old stomping music and some of Granny's victuals and get acquainted all over again. Just a minute now. I want to talk to you.
Jed, I just can't decide. I like them both.
Well, you better get to liking one better than the other one. There's just too many pretty women out here in Beverly Hills. Now, you take them two come to the door this afternoon selling beauty cream. If Earl and Lester ever gets a look at them, you ain't going to keep them on the string for long.
Now, anytime you want to know where I'm going down the road, get my girl on the line. You find me there most any time. Now, old man Slatty on the farm, from the hog lot to the barn, from the barn to the rail, he made his living by carrying the mail.
Jed, I just made my decision.
Which one, Pearl?
Can't marry neither one of them.
Why not?
Because I'll be busting up one of the most wonderful musical teams in this whole country.
How come you to say that?
Because the one that don't get me will be eat up with jealousy, and they'll get to fighting like they used to.
Pearl, I believe you're right.
Just let me get up the nerve to tell them, because this is going to hurt.
Earl, I've got a good idea for our Los Angeles engagement.
What's that?
Let's ask Pearl and all the rest of them to square dance on the stage.
That's a great idea.
Pearl, we got something to ask you. You know we come all the way out here for an engagement.
Lester, before you go any further, the answer is no.
What?
No to both of you.
But Pearl...
Now, don't beg her, boys. This hurts Pearl more than it does you.
Time heals all wounds.
Speaking of time, Earl, we're late. Come on.
We'll be back just as soon as we can make it.
Pearl? They couldn't take it. They run off just like they done 18 years ago.
They left their guitar and their banjo. Don't you think we ought to wait up for them to come back for her?
It might take another 18 years. Let's get to bed.
They ain't coming back, Granny. If you could have seen them run out of here when I said no.
Folks, we'd like you to meet our wives, Mrs. Flat, Mrs. Scruggs, Gladys, and Louise.
Howdy.
You see, Pearl, I told you if they ever met them two women, you wouldn't keep them on the string. They married them on the rebound.
Oh, Lester and Earl. I had to settle for second best.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now, dear.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Isn't this exciting, Mrs. Drysdale? Discovering that your next-door neighbors may be descendants of the very first settlers.
Well, if it's true, but I just can't believe it. The Clampetts are so uncouth, so unrefined.
I prefer unspoiled.
Yes, Madam President.
Jethro, did you ask your teacher over to Pot School about that music like I told you?
Oh, yes, sir, Uncle Jed. She explained it to me, and I got it all wrote down. First of all, that there music is what you call chimes. Them's holler tubes that makes ringing sounds when struck by a plunger or a striker.
Say.
Oh, yes, sir. Now then, there is a reason why them chimes only ring when somebody comes to the door.
Like as if there was a lookout up on the roof of watching.
That's right. You see, there is a little button, and pushing that button makes that plunger hit them chimes.
Doggy.
So whilst you go ahead and go to the door, I'm going up on the roof and catch that rascal that's pushing that button.
Well, howdy, ladies. Come in, come in.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Clampett.
Have a chitlin.
Oh, what a treat, of course. Thank you.
Thank you.
Where's Granny?
Oh, she's out in the kitchen stone grinding some cornmeal.
Stone grinding cornmeal? Now, that's something we must see, Mrs. Drysdale. Come along.
In a moment, Madam President. Mr. Clampett,
will you tell your cousin Pearl that my car and chauffeur are at her disposal?
Sure will. Pearl! You gonna eat your chitlin?
Oh, yes, of course. By the way, Mr. Clampett, just what is a chitlin?
Oh, these ain't ordinary chitlins. These is Granny specials. They is possum innards deep fried in boiling hog fat.
Jack?
Pearl, how come you to be using Miss Drysdale's car?
Well, Jed, now that we's high society, I can't be seen riding around in that old truck.
When did we high society?
Since that historical lady found out that your ancestors come to this country for the Mayflower.
What's that got to do with me?
That's the way society works, Jed. The earlier your kinfolk got here, higher up that puts you.
And I reckon the high society folks is the Indians.
No, it don't work that way.
How come?
I don't know how come.
Well, they was here for anybody else.
Now, Jed, let's not try to change the rules. Let's just start enjoying the game. Up to now, Mrs. Drysdale's treated us like wet dogs at a wedding.
That's kind of warmed up.
Warmed up? She can't do enough. Why, she's having her chauffeur take me to all the fancy stores and then to her beauty saloon.
I'm certain there must be an easier way to grind corn.
Oh, there is. Now, back home, we took our turn of corn to the grist mill down by Catfish Creek. Here in Beverly Hills, they ain't got no creek nor river to turn the mill wheel. So we have to go back to grinding corn like we learned from the Indians.
But surely any supermarket would...
Mrs. Drysdale, this is a priceless experience. A direct contact with the past. You can read about these things. But to actually participate in activities familiar to our ancestors it's to hold history in our hands.
I don't think I could hold anything in mine.
Smarter might, do they?
I'm afraid they do.
Isn't it shameful how soft we've gotten?
Well, you come on over here, Miss Drysdale. There ain't nothing like hot soapy water good for sore hands.
Oh, thank you.
And this here soap will take the sting out of the pain.
You're very kind.
And while you got your hands in the hot soapy water, why, you might as well do a few of these dishes.
Dishes?
Well, you seem to set quite a store on handling all of these old historical pewter pots and pans.
Oh, I do. But I have to meet my husband at his bank immediately. In fact, I'm late now.
But don't you worry, Miss Drysdale. I'll save up a bunch of thrills for you, like churning and lye making and corn husking and chicken plucking and goat milking. My dingies, she does enjoy it. Did you see her run so she could hurry back?
Now, whose idea was the two baby goats?
Ellie Mae's.
If I didn't know. I declare, girl, you are the limit when it comes to dragging home critters. All I sent you for was a couple of chickens and a milking goat for Granny.
I know, Pa, but these little rascals cried something awful when we commenced to taking their ma away from them.
Oh, dear, I forgot that Pearl has my car.
Well, Miss Drysdale, is someplace you gotta go?
Yes, to the bank to see Milburn. I'll call a cab.
Oh, no, that'd be downright unneighborly of us to let you do that. Would Jethro and Ellie Mae can drive you down there?
Sure will.
In this truck?
Yeah, one good turn deserves another. After all, you let Pearl take your car.
Oh, yeah, you can have the backseat all to yourself, Miss
I'm in
Drysdale.
a terrible hurry. I better call a
Ain't nobody can get you there faster than we can, Miss Drysdale.
Don't worry, Miss Drysdale. This hickory bench is tied on good and tight.
Yeah, but
Here, Mrs. Drysdale, you can hold the little feller so he won't bother me when I drive.